Good morning, market snipers. Welcome back. This is Jesse. We're getting started right at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, as usual, right on time, right on the dot. So, what are we going to watch today? We're going to take a look at Bitcoin. We're going to look at the altcoins, and we're going to look at some stocks, and of course, chart some of your requests. So, early bird gets the worm, especially when we get a lot of, as we continue to get more viewers, right? The early bird gets the worm. So put in your comments early. Let me know what what you want me to chart, but also put in the ticker symbol. Put in the if it's crypto or is it stock, and what's your position? Are you long? Are you short? Are you waiting? You know, all that stuff, so that we can talk about it together. But before we get started, Gert, Jan, Tenhove, hi Jesse, thanks to Daylight Savings I can attend the live stream again. Awesome, welcome back, Gert, Jan. Good to see you back. Good morning, everybody. Made it on time for once. Awesome, Aldo. So Bitcoin, we're gonna zoom out on the charts a little bit today. We went pretty heavily on the details with the daily chart yesterday and the day before. So we're gonna take a look at the higher time frames, and of course, just a quick glance at the daily chart again. But we talked about it already and covered it. Our RLC crypto holding. Let go, the magic man. All right, let's go. Johnny C, what's up, Jesse? What's up, Johnny C? Welcome back. So Bitcoin had a sell signal yesterday, right? So broke down over here, had a sell signal, battled back up. Could have been looking like it was putting in a lower high. We were talking about, hey, if it has a V-shaped recovery, awesome. It's less likely that it does have a V-shaped recovery where it's just straight down and straight up. Typically, it's a longer consolidation period, whether that means lower prices to hit lower targets or consolidate sideways, right? So is what we've been talking about. And as if it didn't keep V-shaping upwards from this point on, as you can see, it's starting to roll back over. And then, of course, came back down here, tested it, closed it here. And then, of course, the very next candle dropped back below the trading dots. So the daily chart is still currently bearish after yesterday's sell signal, but the higher time frames are still bullish. So that's what we're going to get into. Quick glance at our drawing that we have out over here, just pretty much just showing that it hit target three of the four initial original targets. The fourth target never got hit, and so it pumped back up, put in a lower high, and it could just kind of consolidate sideways. And then that next possible buy the dip scenario, we have another arrow that we put on here that I must have removed, but we have another arrow over here that we're going to keep an eye on. If it starts breaking back down from that trend line, maybe there's even a fake out to the downside. Maybe there's even a retest of the third target. But if we start getting candle closes back below, then we'll probably have to put on those other targets, target 4, target 5, etc. But for now, this is kind of the potential path that we could see. And of course, this is going to be the next higher probability breakout to the upside. And why are we believing that it's going to be the next possible buy to dip? Well, let's get into it, right? Let's get into it. Well, here we go. The weekly chart is still ultra bullish, right? So pretty much been going sideways since early March. Yes, there's a pump up to almost 74,000. There's a drop down to 61,000 in that time period. So a range from 61 to 74,000. But overall, you can see basically been going sideways since early March. So still ultra bullish, still well above the trading dots. Everything on this weekly chart says it's ultra bullish. Still, there's no, there is some bearish divergence, but that could be cleared out already on the weekly chart. So it's still an ultra bullish territory. Let's check out the MACD just for fun. Still an uptrend, just kind of letting everything catch up, letting the trading dots catch up, all that stuff. So could take some more time to kind of build up some more energy. Could even come back down lower. Like I said, it's possible. But also the monthly chart, right? So the weekly chart had the highest weekly close of all time. The monthly chart had the highest monthly candle close of all time. It's not how the candle starts, but it's how it closes. You can see it had a wick down here. All things we covered yesterday, the day before, the live stream before that. So that's what we'll continue to do. just kind of get some updates over here on Bitcoin. But that's the reason why we believe that's the next buy the dip scenario. The monthly chart is ultra bullish. The weekly chart is ultra bullish. And for fun, if we throw on the pi cycle, right, the red line hasn't crossed the top line. And what we talked about in the on the Twitter X app. So definitely go follow me over there. And real quick, while we're at it, help me, help you, help me. Smash that like button, smash the repost button on Twitter X app and or YouTube, and then throw in a quick comment. This takes like 5 seconds, and I would appreciate it. So if you want me to get through all of your requests, help me get 50 likes over here on this live stream. Even if it takes me an hour to get through it, even if it takes me an hour and a half to get through it, if we have 50 likes, I will get through all of your chart requests. But if we don't, then I'll just call it when I feel like we've gone through enough, and go from there. So with that, follow, like it over there, and we'll keep an eye on this over here throughout the live stream. See how we're doing. But no pi cycle cross over here. One thing that's interesting is once price gets above this green line in the past, not that it's going to happen again, price has surged to the upside. So I'll probably do a separate video on this. I know I keep talking about it, but trying to find time in my day to do it. But I think today's the day. I think today's the day. And we sent out the newsletter yesterday. Quick announcement. Longtime market sniper, been in the Discord since day one. Crypto Stew is going to start helping me write newsletters as well. So I plan to write at least one free newsletter per week, and Crypto Stew is probably going to help me write at least one newsletter. So if you're not subscribed to the newsletter, definitely go subscribe to it, and go over there and like that last post over there. This was actually done by Crypto Stew, right? So Crypto Stew did this one. I thought it was pretty good. He had me take a look at it before he sent it out. But my plan is to do one per week, and then he's planning to do like one per week, and we'll go over that. So we're gonna try to add even more value on our free newsletter. So definitely go check it out, and we're gonna really ramp up the newsletter for free. So definitely go subscribe over there. You can click the link over here and jump on that free newsletter. So we're gonna try to pump out once or twice per week. Not spam you, but we're definitely gonna try to pump out 1 or 2 per week. So and it's kind of just organizing all the Twitter posts and stuff like that too, and of course some fresh charts like that. So that's the weekly chart. That's the monthly chart. Let's remove this back off of here, and then just kind of finish up Bitcoin on the daily chart. So that's what we're kind of watching still on the lower daily chart timeframes, with keeping in mind that the higher timeframes are still ultra bullish. And if it does take off to the upside, we could be looking at some price surging. We talked about it even on the Twitter X app, that once price got back above $74,000, I have a few reasons why. That if the price gets back above $74,000, obviously it's making new all-time highs, but we could really see a surge after that. So could be some exciting times. Hopefully we'll see it in the near future, whether it happens today, tomorrow, a couple weeks from now. Maybe there's an even bigger, longer-term correction going past the halving and then flips back to the upside. Regardless, that's the way we're going to be playing it. So let's keep going. Kind of drew this out on Ethereum, right? Still similar thoughts to Bitcoin as well. And then you kind of see that if you do like just 2 touch points up here, kind of drawn out like that. When I drew out this yellow path, I didn't mean for it to line up with the downward trend line so perfectly. But this is when you've stared at charts way too long, right? When you've stared at charts way too long, it just kind of works out that way, right? So with that, don't forget. I know it gets kind of annoying after a while, but smash that like button. Whether you're on the Twitter X app, whether you're on the YouTube app, help me, help you, help me. All right, let's keep going. Chief Dog Walker over here reporting. And so that's Ethereum. There's not much else to really talk about on Ethereum or Solana, we've been covering it, right? Kind of drew all this out the last couple of days. Near, right? Kind of two paths. It may have found bottom. You got a double wick bottom over here for the most part, right? And then it could just consolidate sideways. There is a confluence area over here of why I could see price could come down into this target box, but it has not as of yet. The trending dots are trending downward, so something to keep an eye on, right? So we'll see. We will see. Dot took out this pivot point over here, just showing that over here. However it plays out, right? However it plays out, the next possible buy the dip scenario. Basically, what I'm showing is that it could just take time for it to come, for the ship to get turned around, and then have the next possible buy the dip scenario. Sand, fill, all go, right? So kind of drew all these out already. So no need to keep going into it, but we'll just take a quick glance at what's happening. Had that sell signal breaking back down, right? Mana, Cardano back in the fourth target area, right? Matic, fourth target area. Atom, SHIB had a sell signal yesterday. Doge, kind of just going through this quickly because we've been covering it, right? Doge breaking down. MicroStrategy had bearish divergence. In my opinion, the bearish divergence hasn't been cleared yet. Still no sell signal on MicroStrategy. Kind of drew out the trending dots of how it could possibly play out. Probably draw it a little bit better. So probably draw it out a little bit more flat, right? And then maybe it kind of turns over after that. Still not even flipping red yet on the trending dots. So just kind of keep that in mind. It's just an idea of how it could play out. And if it's doing that, right? If it's doing that, you can see it spike all the way back up here. People get excited again, possibly put it in a lower high, right? And kind of just spike through, see if it comes back down like this. And then who knows if it will just retrace there, come back all the way further. You do have a tiny gap at 809, right? And then let's flip this back over to yellow. So we'll keep one yellow and then we'll keep one red. But so the red is kind of showing the possible trending dots path. And then we'll see if that's how, if MicroStrategy goes to a topping pattern or not. It could just regain the trending dots. It is bullish on the daily chart. It is ultra bullish on the weekly chart. It is ultra bullish on the monthly chart. But this was a massive move up from this buy signal, and we could see a potential sell signal and hit some retracement targets. And then we'll talk about possibly the next possible buy the dip scenario on MicroStrategy. But as of right now, we're just watching this bearish divergence. Got some eyeball test targets mapped out. NASDAQ never had a sell signal yesterday. So in yesterday's live stream, we had a pending sell signal, both on Bitcoin. We had a pending sell signal on Bitcoin, and we had a pending sell signal on NASDAQ. Bitcoin had a sell signal. NASDAQ did not have a sell signal. So we kind of zoom in here like this, right? Kind of zoom in a little bit on this daily chart. You can see it broke back down from the trending dots, broke down from one of the upward trend lines, but that's the longer term upward trend line. Has not broken down from the shorter term trend line. You can see it's trying to battle back above, but got rejected off the trending dots. So we'll see again. We'll see if the trending dots kind of continue to possibly roll over slowly, right? And see if here, let's change that to red just so we can see it a little bit better. Has not flipped red as of yet, right? So will it continue to put in possibly lower highs, come down and hit target 1? And whether it hits target 1 or target 2, kind of looking at as of right now, the next possible buy the dip scenario. Why? Because the higher time frames are bullish, right? The higher time frames are bullish and ultra bullish, but it's really early in the month. So since it's really early in the month, price could come back down, hit target 1, maybe target 2, who knows, clear out that bearish divergence, and then finish strong heading into the end of the month, and it would be like no harm, no foul on the weekly chart or the monthly chart, right? So the weekly chart has been battling from ultra bullish to bullish. The monthly chart flipped ultra bullish. So this is the next possible buy the dip scenario, in my opinion, right? Could just be a shorter one, just could be not that big of one, but there's a lot of reasons to come back down to target 2. So it's possible, but there's no sell signal yet. Could take some time to play out. Maybe it just hits target 1 only, maybe all the way to target 2, and then continues upward after that. And maybe it consolidates for a month or two, right? That was a big move up. Maybe consolidates for a month or two, but overall the trend is still upward, right? So I'm not shorting these, right? I'm not shorting this. There'd have to be some changes on the weekly chart. There'd have to be some possible changes on the daily chart, right? For me to want to start shorting the bounces. So still an uptrend overall. That's NASDAQ. SP 500 looks similar. Dow Jones looks similar. Russell 2000 looks similar. All back below the trending dots. No sell signals yet. US 10-year yield. We're going to flip over the Magnificent 7 as well, but we're going to get through the US 10-year yield. Still in the target 3, right? Still in the target 3, putting in higher lows. Back up to 4 point. Was all the way up to 4.4%. The dollar still bullish on the daily, weekly, and monthly chart as of right now. But for how long, we don't know. The VIX had that buy signal a couple days ago. Still going through this bottoming phase. Hit 3 of the 4 targets so far. We don't know if it's going to hit the 4th target or not. We're just kind of watching this play out. There was a pending buy signal on the weekly chart again, and it is above the green trending dots. Something to pay attention to. You can see sometimes it'll spike up for multiple weeks when it is. So is it putting in higher lows? We don't know yet. Too early to say. It will be interesting to see if it closes with a buy signal on the weekly chart, and then if there's follow through next week. So we'll just continue to keep an eye on it. Let's keep going. We're going to keep plowing through these charts because we're getting a lot of comments. We're probably getting a lot of requests. If you're an early bird getting in your chart requests, awesome. If you're not putting in all the details, I'll probably just skip it. So make sure to put in the ticker symbol. Make sure you put in crypto versus stock. And that way it'll help me get through the live stream quicker, search for it faster, and then put in all the details over there. Oh, I'm going to sneeze. I'm going to sneeze over here. All right, let's go. Gold continues to be on a rip to the upside since his buy signal back here, 2024, has just really started to crush to the upside. Weekly chart, ultra bullish. Daily chart, ultra bullish. I pointed out here on the Twitter X app, the monthly chart has flipped ultra bullish. And we are looking at price discovery mode. We are looking at gold has never been this high before, ever, right? And it is pumping hard to the upside. We drew out this chart based off of a 3-month chart, and even the 3-month chart is bullish and is just, breaking news. When I drew out this chart, the 3-month chart was not ultra bullish. Now the 3-month chart is also ultra bullish over here. Breaking news on this live stream. We just took a look at it. I was pointing this out based off the monthly chart, but the 3-month chart has also flipped ultra bullish, not seen since 2020, not seen since 2005 back here on that massive run. If this cup and handle were to play out, you know my thoughts on patterns and target prices getting hit out. I think it's a low percentage, but we have many reasons why price could get up into this target box. So I just, instead of drawing out multiple target boxes, I just drew out one big one, and so that would suggest that price gets above 24.74 ish, and come all the way up to this possible 36.82, and then we'll see after that. So somewhere from that range, and it's a big range, probably have to dial in the target boxes a little bit more, but it's ultra bullish on all time frames pretty much. We have ultra bullish on the 3-month, the monthly, the weekly, and the daily chart. Crazy time to be market sniper. Silver is bullish on the 3-month chart. Silver is bullish on the monthly chart. This trend line is based off of the log chart, so it looks a little bit weird. It looks a little bit off. But if you come over to the flip it like that, I have it for the longer term. And I was pointing out here that silver is breaking out of this downward trend line on the log chart. So let me flip it off the log chart just so I don't forget. So silver breaking out on the log chart on the monthly, silver bullish on the weekly chart, silver ultra bullish on the daily chart. Woo wee! Is silver going to make all-time highs in the near future, similar to gold, right? If so, that would be crazy. All-time highs is at $50 silver. That'd be an insane move, especially if you're doing silver futures, especially if you're doing AGQ, which is silver's ETF, 2X ETF over there. Woo-wee. That would be crazy. Could take some time to play out. These are higher time frames. Daily chart flipped ultra bullish. Expect pullbacks along the way. So that's what we're continue to look at over here. Weekly chart. BTC dominance still ranging over here. If it does break out, we don't know if it does. The next target is 56%. Possible hits target 4 at 60%. Possibly less likely, but 56% is still on the board over there. NVIDIA. Let's take this off for a second over here. Still ultra bullish, still above the trending dots on the weekly chart. The high was 975. Hasn't retested the highs since early March, so it's been a month already. Let's take a look at the daily chart, right? The daily chart is flashing a red trending dot as of right now, similar to what we've talked about with MicroStrategy or NASDAQ or something like that, that it could start to flatten out, start putting in red trending dots. Well, NVIDIA is now flashing a red trending dot. We had bearish divergence. Price is overbought, had additional bearish divergence, and it's the last RSI sell signal. So we could see a pullback, right? We could see a pullback. Higher time frames are still ultra bullish on the weekly. Higher time frames are still ultra bullish on the monthly chart, right? So it's possible we see a pullback on the shorter time frame, but nothing to really report on the higher time frames. But you could see that, you know, if it does go through a correction on the shorter time frame and gets a sell signal, right? You probably see like target. Oh, I already have this mapped out. Never mind. I already have it mapped out. And already talked about it, right? Already talked about it. So kind of mapped out here. Let's do this. Let's change this to the trending dots, right? And so it kind of mapped it out like that. And here we are starting to get red over there. So we already kind of mapped it out. See if it puts in a lower high, puts in another lower high. Maybe it starts breaking back down, retest target 1, and then we'll see if it comes back down to target 2. And then maybe it'll find support and make another run up, right? Make another run up. It's possible. So we'll see. That's NVIDIA. Let's go over the Magnificent Seven since we're already on NVIDIA. Meta, is it going to put in a lower high, right? Came back down, hit this phantom. Hold on. Hit this phantom target 1, I think. I don't think I actually drew it out. So we don't know if it came back down, retested this. Will it put in a lower high? Bearish divergence that we were pointing out over here. Trending dots started to trend back over. So again, the trending dots are going downward and are currently red. Could they flip back around? Absolutely. But will it put in a lower high at some point? Possible, right? So you've got bearish divergence. Will it put in a lower high? We don't know yet. We don't know yet. So we'll continue to watch it. There are signs of it possibly going to a lower correction, but that might have been it as well at 481. So that wick might have been there. That's Meta. Amazon, still bullish. Microsoft, still bullish. Tesla had a low of 160 over here. came all the way back down to 163. Is it going to put in a lower high, right? Is it going to put in a lower high? Too early to say as of right now. Still well below the trailing dots. Could come back up and retest it, right? The weekly chart is still not ultra, but the weekly chart is still bearish over here, right? Still below the trailing dots. Could it come back and retest the trailing dots? Yeah, it could. Could it break back above the downward trend line first? Yes, definitely. So still bearish on the weekly chart. Still have a small gap over here at 146, I believe. It's a small gap. I haven't taken a look at it. Let's see. Take daily chart, kind of zoom out. Let's see. Let's take the measuring stick, see where it's at on Tesla. 5%. Yeah, it's a smaller gap, but there's a gap over here nonetheless. So overall trend is down. Still no breakout as of yet. Let's see. The weekly trading dots were at, let's see, call it 191. So it's possible you see kind of a breakout here. Could even see a pump up to like 191, get that retracement. And then you might see some higher lows get put in, right? So if the higher lows get put in, and then you kind of draw it out like this, like that, or like that, something like that. So we'll see. Too early to call. The bottom is in on Tesla, but if it starts getting back above the trending dots, start to see buy signals, start to see the weekly chart possibly flip back around. There's a lot of what ifs, right? So we'll continue to watch Tesla over here. Apple still in this downtrend. Is going to find support at 168. Hit down here, hit it again. If it starts breaking back above this downward trend line, back above the trending dots, get a pending buy signal, all that stuff, maybe you can see a bounce after that. But as of right now, still in the downtrend. These targets are still on the board, right? Weekly chart continues to be bearish as of right now. But again, could be that double wick, bottom-ish on the weekly chart. Trending dots are still in the downtrend for now. So any bounces, you'd expect to sell the bounces off until the higher time frames start to flip around. So that's what we'll continue to watch over there on Apple. Google, on the other hand, had that buy signal back above the trending dots, right? Google had that breakout back here on the buy signal and continues upward as of right now. That's the Magnificent Seven. Let's flip back over. Let's take a quick look over at we're at 28 minutes. We're going to do a quick look at some Bitcoin mining stocks, and then we'll start jumping into the requests. We are at 30 minutes. Let's see if we're getting over to those 50 likes. We got 15. Let's do a refresh over here. We have 15 likes. So if we can't get 50 likes with 641 people watching, I don't know what to tell you. Should I even want to do a lot of requests, right? This is a free live stream, right? I'm not even making you come into the Discord, right? So help me. Get some likes over there. Get some likes over on YouTube. RB, late to the party. Awesome. Welcome. So yeah, we're going to get into the comments. We're going to do it, but we'll see how much energy I have with only 15 likes, right? So let's get into it. Again, Bitcoin there. All right, let's look at HUT over here. Talked about this potential breakout over here back on all the way back in March, right? All the way back in March. 3 targets so far. Could be finding support at the trending dots. It's possible on HUT. Hit 3 of the 4 targets, like I said. Hive. Could it be finding support at the trending dots? It's possible. MIGI, right? It's been going through a big consolidation over here. Big long-term consolidation over here. We'll see if it breaks out from that downward trend line or not. I think I drew this on accident when it was on log chart, right? So that's why it looks kind of weird. So let's see. Let's see if we can redraw this here. Something like that. Something like that. We'll just leave it like that for now. So that's MIGI, kind of flat today. Bitfarm, is it finding bottom back here? Is it finding bottom? Too early to say. Still below the trending dots. You want to see it get back above the trending dots. You want to start to see a pending buy signal, get back above that 200-week moving average, and then get a better downward trend line after that. So that's Bitfarm. CLSK had a sell signal yesterday. CLSK is back below the trending dots. CLSK had bearish divergence, right? Bearish divergence going all the way back. CLSK could have cleared out the bearish divergence, right? It's possible. But remember, there is a gap down here at 1057 to be aware of. And so we'll continue to monitor it over here. Could this be a low, a higher low, a higher low, a higher low, another possible higher low? Possibly, right? But just being aware that there was a sell signal. It is below the trending dots. There are reasons to come back lower as a possibility. So this seems like strong support. Obviously, if it's losing that, then it could be on the table for do we like that? Do we like that? Yeah, we like that one. So that's something to be aware of. So if it's starting to play out like that, where maybe even comes all the way back up to trending dots, while the trending dots kind of roll over a little bit, it's possible it comes back down, fills some gaps, and then comes back out. So we'll keep an eye on it on CLSK, aka Clean Spark. Marathon Digital may have found support down here, right? That's what we were calling out. Triple wick bottom on the 200-week moving average. See if it puts in a higher low over here. Too early to say. And then regains the trending dots. That's what you want to see over there on Marathon Digital. Riot took out this pivot point down here. Still hasn't taken out this pivot over here. You'd want Riot to regain the trending dots. It's pretty. It gapped down over here and closed below, then gap down, right? So never had a buy signal on Riot. We're going to make it. I don't know. I don't think we're all going to make it, but some of us are going to make it. Hopefully more of you make it than not, right? I'm pulling for you. Sell signal yesterday on we going to make it. Wolf, after this breakout, could be finding support on the trending dots. Too early to call it on Wolf. Iris Energy had a breakout with buy signal. May come all the way back down the trending dots. We will see how it plays out. Cypher Mining had this breakout over here, the buy signal, and then came all the way back down. Almost hit the longer term target to the upside. Just missed it again. Missed it over here. Missed it over here. Broke back down. Will it find support? We don't know yet. What else? What else? I think that's what we're gonna call it over here, and then we'll get into some of the requests. See if anything jumps out at us. Let's see, Rivian. We're still watching Rivian over here. It came all the way back down, tested that downward trend line, right? If Tesla makes a move, then I think if Big Daddy Tesla makes a move, then little Daddy Rivian might follow, right? So trying to battle back up, needs some work to do on the daily and the weekly chart on Rivian still. Too early to call it over there. AJQ, the 2X ETF, ultra bullish. What a crazy move that would be with the 2X ETF over here from that buy signal, 32% already. Let's see, NEAR versus BTC. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. ETH versus BTC, nothing yet. That would be awesome on Sol versus BTC. What else? What else? Anything else interesting? We're going to leave some of the energy for the requests. So let's get into it. Let's jump into it. And we're going to check on those likes, right? We're going to check on those likes. We have 689 people watching on the Twitter X app. YouTube probably have like 30, 35 concurrent viewers. So we need those likes. We need like 30 likes on YouTube. Let's go 30 for 30. And then we need at least 50. Be one of the 50. Let's do it. All right, let's do it. Let's jump back into it. Who's the first one? Viking Warrior, RLC Crypto Holding. Okay, let's take a look at it. We got crypto. Thanks for typing in crypto and the ticker symbol Viking Warrior. Appreciate that. RLC. We'll choose Binance since you didn't let me know what exchange you're looking at, but very similar to a lot of the altcoins, right? So if they look similar right off the bat, we probably won't spend too much time on it, but probably had bearish divergence. It did. right? Had bearish divergence. Then was putting in some sneaky lower highs, right? Pretty choppy though, right? So overall, you're going to see a lot of chop when things are going sideways, right? So when things are going sideways, you kind of see where, you've got this consolidation period, right? And you get spikes up, you get spikes below, and a lot of people get chopped up during this period of time. So um, for me, I'm just seeing that it's spiking below, but consolidating since February, right? Typically, we'll see consolidations for 30, 45, 60 days. Very common. You can see over here in January to February is about a 30-day consolidation period. So if you kind of look at it from, kind of like this standpoint like that, right? Very similar. Spiked below, spiked above, came back down, continued to consolidate, let the trending dots come down, and then it just flipped back above and took off to the upside, right? So how are you going to know for the next breakout? Well, you kind of map it out like this, right? Kind of map it out like that. Gets back above the trailing dots. Boom. Takes off to the upside. Same thing like this. Kind of map it out like this maybe, like that. And then it breaks back out. Trailing dots are coming back up and takes off to the upside. So that's RLC. It had a sell signal a couple days ago. Still bearish on the daily chart. Still going through a consolidation period. Meanwhile, the weekly chart is still bullish. Still may have found support of the trailing dots. Too early to say. It was getting overbought, right? Monthly chart is also bullish. Was ultra bullish and still healthy overall on the monthly chart. So we'll see if it probably hit multiple targets to the upside. Probably eyeball test at least 3 targets, 2 or 3 targets to the upside. Trending dots are still trending upward, but are way back here at $1.80. So again, could see a continued retracement on the daily chart, but the higher time frames are still bullish. Hopefully that helps. What else? Daryl, how are your trading dots trending on a monthly ETC? Let's take a look at it. What is it? ETC. Let's take a look at it. Whoo, that was a lot. We covered a lot in 37 minutes. We went hard in the paint. Ethereum Classic. You said USD, right? So are you looking at versus USDT? Maybe you're looking at Coinbase. Well, I'm just going to look at Binance. Binance might have it more. We already have it on the chart already. So we probably already have some drawings over here. This was the last time someone probably asked about it, was the buy signal breaking out, came all the way back up. And then, so that was the last breakout over here, right? After pumped all the way up, probably bearish divergence. The indicator is not picking it up, but looks like there was bearish divergence over here and then came all the way back down. Could be putting in a higher low. Well, too early to say, but like you said, you want to know what the monthly chart looks like. Your trending dots trending on the monthly. So I just want to take a look at the daily chart for shorter term as well. Probably redraw this out like this. Maybe even a fake. Ooh, back below there. Maybe you'd want to kind of adjust it over there like that. But yeah, kind of looking at it like that. Below, could find support, battle back up like that. On the daily chart, weekly chart, and the trending dots, about $29. Still currently bullish, but like I said, if you started getting candle closes below that on the weekly chart even, and then the monthly chart, you got the trending dots all the way at $21, right? So trending upward doesn't mean you couldn't get retracements back, right? Retracements back and then continue upward after that. So bullish on the monthly, bullish on the weekly. Daily chart could see continued correction, but also could put in a higher low. So hopefully that helps depending on what your time frame is. What do you think? What's up, my guy? Putting in a request for longer term targets on crypto audio. Appreciate you. Can you look at crypto Ren? Gert Jan, you got it. You got it, Gert Jan. Ren, you got it. You got it. Let's take a look at Ren. Sell signal on the daily chart. Probably, I mean, right off the bat, Gert Jan, it looks very similar to all the other crypto assets. Had that buy signal back in February, had that nice move up, had that bearish divergence, had that reversal candle, came back down, had a nice retracement, pumped back up, right? A little bit different, but a lot of similarities. If we look at it, yep, bearish divergence, possible lower highs, even a double top over here with slight bearish divergence, right? So that's the daily chart. And you can see probably that, overall probably hit like one target to the downside, probably two, maybe three, and then maybe you got a fourth one down here. I'd have to map it out. I'm not sure, but that's probably what you can see. The weekly chart, however, is it's still bullish, still above the trailing dots. You can see that, came back down here, could come back and retest it as well, right? Monthly chart has a green dot, but not even a pending buy signal on the monthly chart yet. I'm assuming that one of these candles probably had a pending buy signal, but has not had a buy signal yet on REN. So it's possible it's still early. This is probably the first green trending dot. So there are signs of life over here on REN. So it's kind of interesting, right? So could be a good one to look at and could be a good possible buy the dip scenario once it's done correcting. So we'll see how and when that plays out. But this could be the low. This could be a higher low. Now you're just looking for price to find another higher low, whether that's back here, whether it's lower or even lower from there. So it looks like a wild animal. So when it pumps that hard, it dumps that hard. From buy to top wicks, 100, 110%, right? And then you're going through like 30% corrections, right? So 30 plus percent corrections. That's REN. Radium, yeah. Let me know what the ticker symbol is so that we can go chart it quickly. Brett, I'd appreciate that, man. Give your opinion on UFO gaming. Okay. Could you check crude oil Brent? Yeah, ticker symbol 4K mods. Are you looking at US oil? Are you looking at US oil? Yeah, let me know which ones, right? US oil or not. I don't think I have it on here. And the video already covered it. Yep. Simon, hey Jesse, can you chart Dash crypto on monthly? Sure. Yeah, I remember charting the wrong Dash. So thank you for that's why we ask you to put in whether it's crypto or stock, because I remember charting the wrong Dash and going through that whole wasted 5 minutes. Daily chart looks like a lot of the other crypto assets, right? So not much else really to report. Still no buy signal on Dash. It is above the trending dots. Still not even a green trending dot yet on Dash. Weekly chart is bullish. Seems pretty early on Dash, right? Seems pretty early. Could take some time, right? Could take a couple months for it to really start possibly pumping. So that's Dash. Not even a pending buy signal on Dash. The weekly chart is bullish. Just had a buy signal at $38 and prices at $36. So it seems like it's a pretty good buy the dip candidate once it gets ready. Once the ship continues to get turned around, kind of draw it out like that for that next possible buy the dip scenario over here. Look something like that, right? So you got the trading dots. See the trading dots coming like this. Maybe the trading dots come like this and flips out like that, right? Meanwhile, price is spiking up and down, right? Spiking up and down, and then maybe takes off to the upside. So that's Dash. Let's keep going. Olson, a man of words. You can say the word possible 100 times. Yep, you got it. Do you know if you can overlap your camera on top of the chart so that the chart could be bigger? Yeah, I could. Okay. Just want to say that you are an absolute legend, Alexander. Thank you. Appreciate that. Your information has given so much help as a newbie to crypto. Awesome. Yep. Spend the time learning. The faster you jump into wanting to make a lot of money quickly, you could probably lose a lot of money quickly, right? So Make money fast, lose money fast. Let's check in over here. How are we doing over here on likes? We're gonna keep checking. We keep checking. Yeah, I mean 22. We're not even halfway there to the likes. So gonna lose momentum here. We're at 45 minutes. We're gonna lose momentum. If we can't get 50 likes over there, we're probably gonna lose momentum. So let's keep going. Sir Phil, one time, please. Yeah, we just took a quick look at Phil because nothing really to report from the other day. From yesterday, the other day. There you go. That's Phil. That's Phil. That's Phil. Still bullish on the weekly. Still let's see, the monthly, he's got a pending sell, but still above the train dots. So it's a longer term hold for me, right? Longer term hold for me over there. El Señor del Bitcoin. Fire. Late to the party, RB. That's all right. A lot of times you're on the replay crew, RB. So good to see you here on the live stream watching on 1.5, though. Oh, you're going to catch up fast. My chair's probably going like this on the 1.5. I've tried to watch myself on the 1.5 just to make sure the audio and everything is good. And this is probably me on the 1.5. I'm getting dizzy. Hey, Jesse, could you have a look at Trias coin longer time frames? Woo! JUP crypto token. Woo! Bat. Solana, we are the devs. We are the devs. Man, 46 minutes. I'm kind of tired. I don't know how many likes we have, right? I don't know how many likes we have. How many likes do we have? We had 22 likes on the Twitter X app. We have 790 plus viewers right now on the Twitter X app. And we only had 22 likes. I think I'm losing steam. So with that, we're going to check it one more time. If we get 50 likes, I'll do a couple more. If we get 50 more likes, I'll do a little bit more, right? I'll keep going if we get 50. All the way. I'll do it all the way. Let's see. Drum roll. 23. Nope. Yeah, I lost steam. So with that, thank you for all of your support. I appreciate you. Even if we didn't get 50 likes, I appreciate all of your comments. I appreciate all of your support, smashing that like button for the ones that did, smashing the repost button, all of that. Help me, help you, help me. Hope you have a good rest of your day. And with that, we will see you on tomorrow's live stream. Hopefully we do better on the live stream with likes and all that stuff. And we'll continue to sniper the markets together. Thank you. Appreciate you.